All right, contractors, if you're still doing things manually, like still doing admin tasks, still trying to take care of all the things when it comes to checking out with your bids and sending out quotes and getting back with customers and answering the phones and doing all that stuff all the time, and it's 2026 and you don't have automations in place to get some of the stuff off your plate, you're falling behind and just doing it the hard way. And we want to put a stop to that. I talked a little bit about this in a quick live video last night, something I've been working on. And I want to give you a little bit more detail now to my Facebook group here first before we roll this out to everybody else. So you're getting quick early access for something I'm doing to help you make sure that this is going to be the best year you've ever had by just giving you more time back so you can really spend it on the things that help you grow your business the best, the fastest, and the most effectively. So that other things can just be handled in the background for you. So I'm going to walk you through the top 10 automations. They're going to come into a pre-built, preloaded version of a CRM that I can get you access to. So this is something that, again, whether you have a CRM that you're using now, or if it's something that's been on the roadmap, something you've been thinking about doing, then and you decide this is finally time for you to get serious about it and make it happen. We want to make it as easy as possible. And we're going to pre-fill this thing with templates, proven scripts, proven copy, proven flows and automations all ready to go. So all you really have to do is just put in your company name. And then if you decide you want to put a little extra artistic license on again, go ahead, go crazy. But you don't have to do that to get the results that you want. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a walk down or rundown, I guess, of the 10 automations we're going to pre-build and have ready and loaded to go so that you don't have to spend time trying to configure this stuff yourself, or you don't have to find time finding somebody to do it for you or whatever else. It's just ready out of the box and you can just focus on what you do best. So let me show you what the top 10 things we're going to include in this. And if you decide that this would be something that would be useful for you, just drop CRM in the comments and we'll schedule time for you to see if it makes sense for you to grab this before I make it available for everybody else. So here we go. All right, I'll zoom in a little bit here. Just one second. All right. So first one we're going to include is instant lead response. So if you've ever been on the road and the phone rings, or you're talking to a customer, or whatever you're doing, you can't answer in time, we're going to have it in the missed call text back already equipped and enabled so that as soon as someone calls and if you don't answer, they're going to get a text back to keep them warm, keep them from going to the next person. Because we know the number one complaint that homeowners have is they can't find a contractor, can't get a hold of somebody. And the biggest risk that you run when someone actually calls you is that you don't give an immediate response and then they then go to the next person on their list. So this is going to keep them warm so they know that you're going to get back to them and allows you to capture more of those leads. Also, when somebody fills out a lead form on your website or they request a quote or whatever that is, then we'll also have an automatic response. Again, keep them warm. And not only that, but keep them almost pre-sold before you even call them. We can have there's some great templates we put in place so that when they get that acknowledgement, it's not just yep, thanks, we'll be in touch. It does more than that to help you make sure you're going to have a lot better chance at booking and closing that deal. So that's going to be what we've seen. This really affects conversion rates big time. So big time financial impact and saving you the time manually from having to do this stuff. Second thing, follow-up sequences for your estimates and your leads. Okay. So once you fill out an estimate, once you complete an estimate, what happens next? We want to make sure that we've got a good follow-up sequences that help keep people warm, help them getting them to come back to you. So you can start to close these deals without having to chase people around. So again, gives you data you can measure because again, the follow-up is going to happen consistently every single time in a way that you can measure it. So that's going to happen with step number 2. The third one, appointment scheduling. So if you want to be able to send people a booking link where they can just book at a time that works for you and them, again, we can make this so that you don't worry about the risk of getting double booked or allowing people to book at a time that's not good for you. We can create a customized calendar that makes it really easy for customers to book their own appointments for you to go out and see them based on the service, based on the project, whether it's estimate, whatever it is. So that's something we can make available, and also give them, again, text and email reminders to confirm the appointment, and then also before you get there. So you don't get caught off guard. You don't run the risk of people no-showing or people canceling the last second. All those things will be handled, make it really easy. So that's another step with your having a booking calendar that works all in one place. Next one to be estimate, proposal, and automation. So this way, again, you can have estimates that get sent right away, having consistent formats. Again, you'll get auto reminders that can go out to the customer if they don't open them or if they don't sign them. It gives you the ability to track who's viewed it or hasn't. And then if you know that, you're going to be able to follow up with them more effectively if you know they've actually seen the thing or not. So that'll be another one just to help, again, give you better insights, help you close, increase your close rates. That's really what this one's for. There's another one where, hey, we love referrals, but there's 2 reasons why people don't leave referrals, or give you 5-star Google reviews. Even if they tell you they're going to, they forget or it's complicated. We're going to solve that with just an automated reminder that goes out, and then also just a one-tap click to leave the review. So if you're doing that manually now and just crossing your fingers and hoping that people are going to leave a review, even though they said they would, then we were going to give you some quick and simple automated hands-off technology to help you get better reviews and again increase what we call your review conversion rate. So that's going to be something we'll make that super easy, not only to get reviews, but also invite people to refer you. And that's another simple automation that we can do to help you more referral leads, which we all love because we know referral leads are the best leads. They close at the highest rate. So we can make that, we can build that in as well. And number 5, we're still going. We're only halfway there. We got more good stuff. All right, next one. So this is going to be your lead and customer nurture campaign. So this is going to be for the ones where, again, we know that there's lots of reasons why people decide not to move forward. It could be that they have a budget concern, they need to talk to their spouse, or they need to talk to another contractor to get another bid, or they need to wait until the fall or the summer or the spring or whatever, all those reasons. We can help you implement these things and help get people to move that ball forward, to help shrink the time it takes to make a decision. Or for people that once you have done a project for them, if we want to get repeat business, that's what this one's for as well. It keeps you top of mind with seasonal reminders. Again, all these things to help you get more projects done, especially if they've got the one, but now there's maybe another one they need. This will help you make sure you get that before they spend time researching or calling somebody else, or at least one of their neighbors that wants to get something done. You'll be top of mind so that when they hear about someone else who's thinking about getting something done, you come top of mind because you're staying in touch actively with them. Again, all automated in the background. You don't have to worry about it. It just knows. You just know it goes out and it happens. Live chat. This is another big one because I see too many websites, guys, that don't have live chat enabled. Super simple way to be able to convert because we know a lot of people, they're afraid to pick up the phone, or maybe they're not ready to give you an email address and an official, yes, please send me a quote, or I want to get an estimate. If they're not ready for that yet, but they might have some other questions that they're weighing to try and figure out if you can help them or if you're the right person for the job. So live chat is it. Even though people can just Google stuff or they can just dig around your website, we just find that having a simple chat widget, some people just are more likely just to engage with it. And then we can have the chat guide them to fill out the form or to call you. And we just see a lot of people that are getting a lot more free leads from their existing website traffic. So you might as well get more of them because it's just another easy way for some people to engage. So let's get that switched on. You can either handle it live, or we've got some really great AI agents if you'd like to have that done. Again, we can talk through which you're more comfortable with, but another great way to be able to get those things into actual leads instead of just eyeballs on your website. We can't turn eyeballs into dollars. We can turn a phone call or a text or an email address or a chat conversation into dollars. We can't turn just eyeballs. This helps you get more of those. Next one, job to customer workflow automation. So let's think about this. You book a job. We can create a pipeline inside the CRM so that once you book a job, we can have an automatic email that goes out to the customer and tells them, hey, great, you're confirmed. Here's what's next. So all that customer communication happens for you consistently and seamlessly. Once the job's done, same thing, automatically trigger. You can mark that it's been finished. So now they get information on warranties or next steps or service agreement upsells or other maintenance tips, whatever else you'd like to help make sure they have a 5-star experience and or turn into repeat business. All that can go out for you automatically once the job is complete. Same thing, we send an invoice, we send follow-up reminders to make sure that people actually pay the invoice. If they don't, then we can help make sure you shrink your time to pay or time to get paid through something like this. Again, all this helps you look more professional. You don't have to spend the time doing it. It's all handled for you once it's built. Next would be list reactivation. So people that, yeah, you haven't heard from in a while, let's get them back on the books. Okay. So if you, whether you've got repeat or service agreements or repeat business with somebody, but they've lapsed for whatever reason, great way to do it. Or maybe you did a full basement finish a year ago, but we want to get them back on for the next thing they need to get done. This is a great way for you to be able to help get more referrals and new projects, because the cheapest ones are going to, the cheapest leads are going to be the one people you've already sold to. So let's help you get more of those. And then again, we talked a bit about this in number 10. This is going to be, again, if you have any issues where people aren't paying you as quickly as they should or as they agreed to, then before you send Guido out to beat them with a stick or something else, then you can do this instead. Let's give you a quick nudge and a way to consistently follow with people so that they are going to get those reminders, get those gentle email or text nudges so that they can get followed up and have links to payment plans or financing if they need help, whatever that is, so that you've got another way to help, again, shrink your accounts receivable so you're not stuck carrying holding the bag for extended periods of time. So there's a couple others we can do, but but those are the top 10 we'll include. There's some other ones for pipeline automation and just notifying your team for tasks. If any of that sounds interesting, if even one of these would be helpful for you, if even one of these is going to save you an hour a month or a couple hours a month, what is that worth? And how much more effective is this going to help you run your business? How many more jobs do you think you're going to close as you implement these things and have them done? If you don't have all 10, maybe you've got a couple of them. Great. You probably, you get it. But for the rest, when are those going to happen? And if you're thinking that this is finally time, but when do you have the time? That's where I'm going to roll this thing out to let you just grab a proven system, proven template without you having to figure out all the tech yourself and make that super easy. If that sounds interesting at all, and you'd like to be able to help make this your the best one ever by just turning on the technology that can just back you up, then just again drop CRM in the comments below and we'll reach out. We'll walk through what it would take to get that plugged into your business. Again, I'm going to do this at a steal for the first handful of people we can get live with this. And I want to at least roll it out first to those in my Facebook group before we go gangbusters with this after we get things rolling. So again, if that sounds interesting, if it's time to finally get this stuff leveled up so you're not having to trace all of it manually, let me know and we'll get you squared away. See you next week.